Hello Virgo and welcome to your Astroflower reading for the week. We're going to be going into your tarots and we're going to be clarifying with the Light Seers tarot as well. Have you seen your eclipse reading for the next 6 months? That's on our channel at the moment. The collective reading was mind-blowing. There seems to be stuff coming out this week that could change the landscape of our human interaction, is the best way to describe it. But the way we do things. So very interesting. It seems to be coming out in the readings, in the weekly readings as well. So it may come out in yours. So without further ado, I hope you have a lovely reading. Let's get straight on with the overall energies here. The karmic messages for your relationship side, karmic message for your sort of material side, then how the universe is influencing the karmic messages, how the guides or your past self are influencing the karmic message, how your guides or your future self are influencing the conversation that is within you, and then the overall outcome. So without shadow of ado, let's get on with you. Nine of Cups. A lot of people have had the Nine of Cups actually. And it is about sort of, I think, seeking your higher self, seeking your ideals in a way, and trying to integrate your ideals within your life. Sometimes it's not easy. Obviously, if you've got an ideal of being an astronaut, it might be a little bit difficult. But let's say your ideal is sort of like you enjoy being with people, you're interacting with people, and you've been working in a job that doesn't really interact with people, and all of a sudden someone offers you a job working in a cafe that's absolutely straight up your street. It's that sort of thing. It's a step towards that direction. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get your instant goals now, but this is the attitude that you've got to have within you. And it's here is not, because it's the overall energy, it's not really gifts that are coming into you. You've got to go out and seek it. So you put out $1, you will get $5 back. That's how the universe is working at the moment, if you're sincerely going after your dreams and aspirations. So Virgo, if I was you, and you seem to be on fire at the moment, looking at your 6 monthly reading with the eclipse reading, you are on fire. Let's just see what's going on with that on the relationship side. This is on your karmic message on your relationship side, Two of Cups. Yeah, I do feel love one-to-one. I don't feel it in everybody's, and I don't tend to do love readings as such. I much more tend to do how you integrate the energies of your life that's going on in your life within your life. Here's about the Two of Cups, and this is your karmic mission here. It could be a case of connecting with your higher self, getting in tune with exactly what you want in the way of relationships. And if you feel it going off track, I would redirect it straight away. I wouldn't wait to try and sort of see if things get better and stuff like that. No, I would talk about it. Communication is key here. The exchange as well, these two cups here, they're exchanging from one to the other. And that's the beauty of it all, when you align yourself with your higher spirit. So that's what it seems to be doing. But there is this love aspect about it. It could be your karmic message to fall in love, because you've got the Four of Wands here. Now, the Four of Wands is a celebration. It's about going through. It comes from the old pagan religion of going through the four staffs, going from one reality to another. And as you transition between one side, the two wands going through the square in the middle, having things fixed and recognized by every 4 quarters of the world, basically. And you go through that, and that is your transition. It's a little bit like the threshold, when you carry your bride or your new husband, whichever way you like it, across the threshold. It's a little bit like that. And this is this sort of celebration. So it is tied into marriage and stuff like that. And that's what the universe is trying to encourage you to do, is to step forth into a new way of being, which is just celebratory and joyous, basically. Your guides here, your past self, the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is obviously religious, it's learned, it's about the spirit of how you channel your energies, channel your spirit, channel your intuition, and the sky's the limit, basically. And it is getting a good harmony between the reality and the dreams and aspirations, basically. And this is what your past self is sort of saying to you. Don't forget about your dreams and aspirations within your relationships, but keep it within reality. And I think this is where it comes to not allowing things to go too far off track before you readdress it with your partner, with your family, your friends, your community, with your relationships that are around you. And use your intuition of seeing how things have been in the past, but also projecting them into the forwards, and therefore you can keep things on track. Seeing things in a different light. And I think this is not necessarily asking you to see things in a different light. What it's saying here is if you are going out there, and you've got to go out there, you've got to offer your cup up in order to find another cup to have the Two of Cups to exchange with. And as you put your vibration out there, and I think you should at the moment, as you put your vibration out there and you go through that portal, you're into a new space or a new way of being for you. It's very joyous, very happy, which is sparking that intuition of sort of seeing what's going on. And the Hangman is not necessarily you looking at things in a different way. It's just things are going to be different. So you've got to approach life. And I think if you get this opportunity with someone, I would look at it completely different to what's been gone in the past. And that's what that Empress card is all about. That High Priestess, sorry, is all about. She's she's got that sort of notion of marrying the body, the mind, and the spirit. That sort of spiritual aspect of it all. She's looking into this new relationship, this new way of being with other people around you, to use your intuition. And as I say, the sky's the limit, but just recognize that the environment, the emotional and energetic environment around you is going to be different. Let's just see what's going on your material side of life. This is to do with your job, your business, and your projects. You've got the Page of Cups on your karmic mission here. So it's almost like believing in miracles. In here, in this cup here, you've got this fish that is in that one cup. And we all know that a fish can't live in a cup of water, unless it's really tiny, of course. But this is quite big dreams, and it's almost... it's good for you to sort of open your mind to the large possibilities within your workspace, within your job, within your business and your projects and stuff like that. Allow you to see, the fantastical dreams that can come out of it in a way. Obviously concentrating on the here and now and getting things done, which is really important for you, Virgo, because sometimes you can get caught up in the fantastic and magical energies of the possibilities. This is beautiful. But you do need to concentrate on the here and now. And that's what this King of Cups is all about. The King of Cups coming in from the universe here, the overall vibration that's trying to encourage you to actually have a control over your emotions. So you keep it real, basically. And once you keep it real, all of a sudden, miracles can happen. Things will turn in your favor. And keeping a control over your emotions. Don't let you get yourself too hard, too far ahead of yourself, basically. Within the material world, keep it real. And when you do, you can do, Virgo. This is the beauty of it all. Okay? So your past guides, or your guides trying to influence here, is sort of saying, out with the old and in with the new. New bright ideas, new passions about what your work is, what your business is, what your projects is, and keeping the emotions under control and using that passion, that fire within you, to drive on to your dreams and aspirations, or the miracles. It's going to be the fuel that makes those connections, so the coincidences start really rocking in your favor, basically, or flavor. Are you going to start up a cooking thing? That could be for some of you. If you're thinking about it, go ahead and do it. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about defending your position. I think that's about right, actually. I think it's like you're choosing this path that may seem a little bit fantastical. So let's say you want to write a book or start a YouTube channel or that sort of thing. It may seem like to the average Joe Sixpack that, it's a bit of a flimsy, fantastical dream to follow, but do it because it may build a lot of other things within your life. Let's just say you started writing a book, you started speaking to publishers and everything like that, and all of a sudden the publisher sort of turned down and sort of said, well, we can publish your book maybe, but actually we've got a job that's going and maybe you want to be part of it. And this could lead you into that. So I would be very conscious about sort of the coincidences that are going on around you and keeping true to what stimulates you basically within your life and your material side. Now, the overall outcome, we've got the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is sort of clarification through judgment. So the King has made it to the top. It's sitting in the clouds, as it were. It's very Aryan. It's very mental, which is very, you're very good at that. You've got a very good mental stimulus sort of within you. And with that sort of Libra that is next to you, that feeds a lot of that air into you in this direction here, like that. Which allows you to see things differently, but it also has made you sort of make judgments about the world through knowledge and understanding on your journey, which gets you to the higher place where you can see things and use that understanding, use that judgment, those internal judgments in order to make good calls. And this may be a case of where it's going to make you realize that, yes, this is worth fighting for. This dream job or this dream aspiration is worth fighting for. Following those gifts that are coming in within your life because you're putting it out there. Let's just do a bit of clarification and see what's going on there. So we've got the Nine of Cups clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. You have all resources within you. And this is not necessarily financial resources. It could well be. But it's resources of energy, resources of sort of physical force, time, and time is on your side. It's also going to help you to realize a lot of things about yourself, about how you position yourself, how you orchestrate these miracles within your life. Now, that's the overall energy as well. It's turning the ideas or the dreams and aspiration into the physical sense. Oof. So you got the Two of Cups with the Tower. Now, this is obviously, I don't think this is a bad thing at all. I think this is almost like a tower that's just going to kind of, someone's going to, this may not be for everybody, but it's in this sort of vein. Someone that that you get on really well with, all of a sudden proposes to you. And it just kind of going, what? Really? You want me? Wow. And it's going to knock a lot of your old belief patterns a little bit to the side, you know what I mean? So I think this could well be, it could be, someone declaring their love for you that you just didn't see coming. And it's just going to change the landscape that is around you. So you have the Four of Wands clarified by the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is, it's all about learning about the longer cycle, basically, of planting that seed, seeing it germinate, nurturing that plant, gradually getting onto the fruit, making sure the fruit's okay, harvesting the fruit, converting the fruit into jam, and then eventually eating the jam. It's a very long cycle in a way. And this is what this marriage thing or connecting with someone is about. It could well be a real big love offering coming in for you this week. Let's just see what's going on with the High Priestess using that intuition to manifest your future. I think this is out of the past comes a beautiful, it's like the ugly duckling that becomes the beautiful swan. And this is the scenario that you might have in the past sort of had difficulties, but now you're going to use that, any difficulties that you had in the past to make sure you get exactly what you want out of life. So, it's your guides here are trying to, with the coincidences around you, are trying to manifest everything you can possibly do. We got the Two of Wands And this is in your conversation in you. So seeing things differently. And as I said, I think it's a different environment around you. But all of a sudden, you're going to have to sort of do planning, calculating your future, basically. That seems to be the thing that's going through you. If this proposition of love comes in, or this proposition of connection within your relationship comes in, it's going to change your world, rock your world a little bit. And it's going to need some sort of clarity and sort of planning going on, which is why you've probably got the King of Swords up there. With on your financial, your material side, the Page of Cups, it's a long journey, basically. You know, if I was dreaming, as I said earlier on, if I was dreaming to be an astronaut, it's a long journey. I can't just walk into SpaceX and kind of go, okay, I'm ready, where's my helmet, let's go. You know, it's a long journey, and it's I think you're taking on a big mission here, and your biggest weakness, and which is something that you should concentrate on, because your strengths will do by themselves in a way, and you just got to nurture them slowly. But your biggest weakness is getting it over the line, Virgo. You have that enormous, beautiful, stimulating energy that gets things going, get things moving and everything like that. But getting it over the line, putting the last full stop on that book is difficult for you. And then just to sort of kind of go, okay, it's ready, go. That is difficult. And that's where the long road comes in. At some point, there is going to be a point where you're going to have to put that full stop on that part or that part of the journey, and then so you can really move on. With the Queen of Cups, with the King of Cups, that's that control over your energy and etc. You've got the Two of Pentacles. This is also concentrating, and this is where the King of Cups is having that control over your emotions, will allow you to concentrate on the nitty-gritty, to get to your dreams and aspirations. That's what that's all about. So don't get pulled from pillar to post and diverted off and everything. With this Ace of Wands, this could be a project that you've had in mind for a long, long time, actually. It could be something that you might have even forgotten, and it just comes back with a wham, bam, straight in your face. And you realise that it is your dream and aspirations. That's what the Star card is all about. And it's tied into the ideal life for you. And it is worth defending. And it is so, because it's something that you hold dear to you, you've now gone through that threshold. We get back to that, through that threshold. So then you've gone through, almost it's like the idea of doing it has now reached its gestation period. It's finished its gestation period. And now the baby's there. And now you get on. So that's the end of that little part of the story. And now it's now time to move on to the next stage. And I think this is what you're fighting for, to get it over the line in order to start that journey. And I think it's going to be very fruitful for you. And then you get the Hangman as well, the King of Swords. Having that judgment, that clear judgment within yourself in order to see the changing environment that is around you. And this change is not only comes from this relationship side, but I think it also comes from the outside world as well. So I would, in that moment of judgment of where you're looking to go forward, be very clear about yourself and give yourself a good 360-degree view of what is going on in your life from every now and then. A good moment of a cup of tea, meditation with the rest of the world, kind of going, oh yeah, I've got that going on over there, that going on there, I could streamline that, get this going. A bit of organisation, because we got the Two of Wands there as well. Okay, so very, very, very productive week for you, Virgo. Moving from one thing to another, from one state to another within you. Absolutely beautiful. And it looks like there's love coming in for you. And on your financial side, and opening a door for some very long-term goals of dreams and aspirations for you. There you go, Virgo. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget, we did do the eclipse reading, the 6 monthly reading, which you'll find on our channel, and also the collective reading, which was really amazing. I will have your monthly collective reading coming out on Sunday and your monthly reading coming out on Tuesday. I will see you there for that. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.